Greetings, Philomares. This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to the Masterclass series in Coastal Flatland City. Okay, so this is where we left off from the previous episode, and what we did was we took our dirty industries that was here, the generic industries, then we demolished it and we created our farming area instead. And in effect, this is what happened. So the dirty industries creates goods for products but not industries DLC, ironically. So we need to resolve this, and I will do that with a unique way, and I will expand in this area, and we are going to create a downtown. So right now I want to fix this, and let's make this go straight. Okay, so this space here is very tricky because the space is very small. So you could probably only have up to 2 blocks, 2 to 3, and it's gonna be extremely compact, but we will make it work. Okay, I think we have a pretty good setup here. Okay, this one is absolutely centered. So now I could create our other roads. Okay, so we have our transportation. I can go ahead and resume the gameplay. Okay, it is active, and I am going to start sprucing up the area. Since this is the downtown, we're gonna need really tall buildings. And when it comes to selecting unique buildings, try to go for the cheapest one. So hopefully you find something under 500 or 1000. So this one, for example, is 400 per week, which is awesome. So let's find a nice spot for this one. Okay, wow, that is a lot of tall buildings. And now I am going to create a new district. Actually, before I forget, so we are definitely losing money because all of them are active. So I'm going to go ahead and turn them off until it becomes fully operational. Okay, so as I was saying, before we fill in the area, let's not forget to add services. So I'm going to check our education. So our education is starting to go low, so it's a good idea to start filling that in. Okay, everything is in. We are losing money because we haven't really done anything. And now with our new district that is here, I am going to set this as self-sufficient buildings, and we are also going to make this as an IT cluster. And now before we start building here, let's take a note of all our abandoned buildings and all our commercials saying not enough goods. So we're gonna take note of that. I never delete these buildings because they would just continue to pop up. It's like weeds, so don't waste your time on them. Instead, solve it instead of wasting your time there. So I am going to go ahead and start zoning in some commercial and offices. So let's start with commercial. So this is going to be high density and it's going to be generic. I like to place the commercial on the corners for some reason, or well, I like the building structures or the corner buildings from the high density commercial. So this is why I'm opting to add this. So these are the corner buildings. I think they look awesome, so I'm going to make them historical as they appear. And these are the ones that I don't like, the level 2. The game tends to jump. It lags ever so slightly. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing. Then we're gonna add in some high density offices. Okay, so everything is starting to slowly power up. So I'm going to go ahead and continue zoning. Okay, so as I am zoning in commercial and offices or IT cluster, of course, this will start to appear, the not enough goods, which is basically mirroring the other side. But as the commercial appears, or I mean the IT cluster appears, this will eventually dissolve. But we need to add in residential. So I'm going to go ahead and zone this as low density as intended. But let's make sure it has the right zone type. And I will declare this as European suburbia, so it mirrors exactly what we have on this side, and that is like the vision that I have. So everything here will be low density, and then it becomes medium, high, and then we have our downtown over there. Okay, so now our residential has completely flatlined because I pre-zoned an entire area, and slowly but surely our demands or our abandoned buildings are being demolished by its own, and also our not enough goods is also reducing. So if you look here, okay, and we didn't do anything except add in the IT cluster, and we're also creating our downtown area in the same time. So this was completely effortless. It took me just less than 30 minutes, and our income is moving up, and we could also increase this even further. Okay, so while our demands are flatlined, I am going to take the opportunity and add in some of the hotels and retreats buildings. So for example, this. So here is the stats or the hotspot for the area. So we have sightseeing, we have shopping, we have businesses, and we have nature. So it ticks all the boxes. Therefore, we just need to find a suitable area. So I'm going to start with the budget hotel, and it looks like we need a lot of shopping and business. So we'll just find a suitable place. So this here should work. So it's lacking a little shopping. That is easy enough to fix. All I need to do is just zone in a few more shopping, and that should solve that issue right away. So I'm going to wait for that, and we can also add in the town hostel. And again, it also needs some shopping, which we can easily remedy. Okay, so you notice that I have not activated the unique buildings. Yeah, let's go ahead and activate them. It's going to make our income negative, but I think eventually it will go up into the positive. Wow, our demands have really flatlined. I guess I'm just gonna I am forced to just continue detailing, which is fine. I mean, that is we're gonna make use of our time wisely. So let's go ahead and add in our path here to continue the theme that we have throughout the city. But more importantly, if you can see, we have no more issues in terms of not enough goods. So yeah, we really, so that is like the best way to solve the not enough goods after the great industrial migration. Okay, I will just go ahead and continue adding, and let's go ahead and add more of these things because they are extremely profitable. So as you can see, this is already maxed out when it's maxed. So simply spike up the ticket price. So this is also maxed. So I'm gonna spike that up as well. Let's go ahead and check our earnings. So we just need to earn. Oh, we're already at level 2. So that means another building was unlocked. And let's go ahead and add these as well. So this is a small hotel. So I'm placing them on the outskirts. And there's also a roadside motel. So I'm just trying to find a suitable area. So they all tick all the boxes. It is so easy to upgrade these. Yep, so eventually we will reach the level 3. And there we are. We are now level 3. So let's go ahead and check what new buildings are available. So now we have the tall ones, the City Hotel. So I am going to place them here. So that's why I kind of kept this open so that we have some space. So the City Hotels has a variation of models, which is nice. So you can choose to make them tall or short. I am just going to make them short, but with a little extension. So this one, I'll keep it short as is. So it almost looks like it's part of the building, which is really neat. So we have some open gaps here in the middle. And I don't necessarily want to zone in there. So let's go ahead and try to add some other things. So I'm going to add this small glass roof plaza, which should be neat. Okay, I dezoned that area, so they'll give me space to add in some park paths in there. So this one here is a little interesting. So I have this open space again. Let's go ahead and find another building that we can place in between. So since this is there, I don't want to necessarily add that. Let's find another building. So this is from the plazas and promenades. Yep, I think this works. So let's go ahead and add in the path again. All right, we could check back in on our hotels a little later, but right now we have a lot of residential demand. Let's go ahead and start filling in. I can go ahead and extend this. Okay, so this should pacify the need for residential for a while. So now we can go back to our downtown area and let's check the progress of our hotels. So everything seems to be doing well. We are still at 3 stars. All we need is to add a few more. So let's check which is the most profitable. So it seems to be the City Hotel, but they are not at maxed. So let's go ahead and check. So this one still needs a few more offices, and so is this one. So let's go ahead and try to zone in some offices. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to adjust the zone types just to pacify the needs of these areas. So this one needs more offices. Okay, now that we have them pretty much on max, we are gonna reach 15,000 quite soon. And I just want to get up to 4 stars, and we're not going to be building more of the 5 stars. I just want to develop this area. That is like our priority, and we're also going to fill in the other empty spaces. So let's start connecting these guys together. So I will go ahead and proceed to zone in residential. Okay, I think by now we should have earned 15,000. Let's go ahead and check. Yep, we are now 4 stars, and we should have more buildings available. So let's go ahead and check what we have unlocked. So we now have the conference hotel, which requires a lot. I mean a lot of offices. So we need to place that somewhere where there is a large area for offices, and we most likely need to create one. So I'm going to oops, and we are also a capital city. So our city is definitely growing. I'm going to place this here. Okay, then we are simply just going to engulf this area with commercial and offices. So this is also looking for a sightseeing area. So we need to add in a park. Let's try to find something that would hopefully pacify its needs. Okay, there you go. The magic pond made it work. We have enough offices, and I'm gonna max that out. At this point, the not enough goods issue from the beginning of the episode was resolved with the use of IT cluster. And not many mayors may notice, but a lot of my videos have a lot of information that is not immediately obvious. So for example, yes, so we did fix the not enough goods issue, but we also simultaneously created a downtown area and added hotels and retreats DLC into the build, which generates tremendous income. So we essentially hit several birds with a single stone. But a fair warning to everyone that may use IT clusters to solve the not enough goods issue, that it should not be exploited severely, because there could be an imbalance of goods in your city in the future. So the safest method of resolving not enough goods is by use of air, land, or sea cargo. But I missed to mention in the beginning of this episode that there is no nearby train track, nor have we unlocked the harbors. So cargo was not an option for this city, or at least in this stage of the game. So from here to the end of the video is about 3 to 4 minutes of just detailing. I don't really focus on detailing because I'm afraid that it will just make my game slower in the long run, considering that you're just adding more things to render. Like for example, if you notice the airport pavement apron, it is huge, and I think it's because they're trying to have less things to render. So instead of smaller tiles of apron, they just made it large. Nevertheless, I want to change my video style a little and mix in more detailing, and let me know if you guys enjoy the outcome and if it's something that you'd like to see more. So here I'm just detailing around the school area by first adding vegetation to act like bushes. Then I sprinkle in the pink flowers just to add some color to the area. Then I'll add a few small rocks on the large gaps outside the vegetation to make it appear like a boundary. And the final topping is by adding the purple blooming jacaranda trees. Then here I'm decorating the empty space around the city hotel, which is challenging because it's on a curve. So I decided to use the modern triangle fountain on the corners of the block, which I think looks neat. Then have a pavement path go across. Each bush here is individually planted, because for some reason the line tool mod doesn't work. It just causes my game to crash, and I have no idea why. A vanilla prop that should have been added are more hedges, or even better, a hedge fence. Alright guys, the rest of the detailing is pretty much self-explanatory, so I'll just take the opportunity to remind new and returning viewers to please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you're looking for more tutorial-based gameplay, be sure to come back, and especially when we learn to play Cities Skylines 2. There are several other content creators who have a head start by getting early access to the game. Nevertheless, we have always been creative to solving issues in this channel, so I'm confident that I will be able to catch up and go beyond the understanding of the gameplay mechanics. So for the most part, I will learn by streaming live in the Purple brand. So if you're interested to checking out on what we can do, please check out my social links which are in the video description. So this episode was launched a few hours after the Epic Sounds Dev Diary for Cities Skylines 2. And my thoughts are that they left out a lot about the radio stations. In Cities Skylines 1, the best radio stations were the ones with vocal music and not just instrumental background music, then occasional ads. So the best radio stations are the Country Road Radio and Campus Radio. I just simply love the music in those radio stations, and I find myself singing along. But maybe that's just me. I also enjoy the ads or the radio ads, and I'm a little disappointed that they're no longer focusing on these two aspects of the radio in Cities Skylines 2. But I could be wrong. I suppose we will find out in 2 months from now. You know what? Adding voiceover to detailing is quite difficult. I honestly ran out of things to say, so I think I'll just add the other detailing clips to the next episode. But before we call it a day, let's take a look at the status of the city. So this is what we have made in, 4 episodes? So we started here. We have our downtown over there. Look at that. It looks fantastic. Oops. Look at that view. I really love the idea here. So we have our low density, medium, then high. This one here is a little too straight, extremely cookie cutter, but I could just add things here and that would break this up really easily. And then of course we have our farming here. Let's check out our stats. So our traffic flow is at 94%. Our income is 42. Let's check out the overall. So here we are earning 25,000 from our residential, and then our industries DLC with just 1, which is the farming, we are earning 20, while the hotels and retreats we are earning 65. So that is awesome, while our park is earning 11,000. So this is going quite well. So these are the tiles that we have unlocked. So my plan is everything on this side will be industrial. I may have to put some here. Yeah, I think I'll go here. So 3, 6, and then I plan to unlock this 7, possibly 8, and then 9 will be somewhere. I haven't decided yet. Possibly even here. I could take that. But yeah, so that is the progress of our city, and I think it looks great. So if we just look through here, right, that looks pretty darn neat. Got our hot air balloon there going through, and then you see the downtown area here there. We go through this view. Oh, I forgot to upgrade these trees. Right, that looks awesome. I'm guessing this should have gone straight, but I don't know why I decided to make a turn. Then now we're in it. So this thing is really compact, but I like the way we kind of handled it, the way we filled in the spaces. I think it looks great. We have a variety of buildings, right? That looks cool. And we also mixed in the hotels and retreats. So it is definitely earning, while it also solved our not enough goods issue. Okay guys, until then, this is Captain Obvious. Thank you for watching and for choosing to fly with Obvious Airlines. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next